how's it going? It's Connor here from No Life Reviews. How are you guys going? Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, today we're going to be reviewing Doctor Who Series 8 Episode 2, which is Into the Dalek, written by Phil Ford and Stephen Moffat. This is an episode about how the Doctor, Clara and some soldiers go inside a Dalek which is actually damaged and try and turn it good so they can use it against another fleet of Daleks which are trying to attack this lone base which is kind of hidden behind a rock. This battle is going on in space as we see the Doctor and Clara actually going inside a Dalek, which is crazy. It's something we've never seen before. Now this episode could go either way. It could be really stupid and silly because going inside a Dalek, if you told someone that, they're going to think, what, that sounds a bit stupid. But you know, they actually did this episode really well. I extremely enjoyed this episode. This episode shows Clara at Coal Hill School along with Danny Pink introducing his character, who seems to have a dark past which is really interesting and intriguing. It's some good character development there as well. We get to see Clara and Danny meet for the first time, and Clara actually asked Danny out to go with him for a drink. So that's basically where their relationship's going to start building. And at the end of the episode, we actually get to see Clara going out for the drink with Danny as well. Now Clara goes into a cupboard and finds the Doctor in there, and they decide to go off into the base where the Dalek is, and then they go and decide to go into the Dalek. And this episode is just paced really well, and I just extremely enjoyed it. The Daleks in this episode, for one, were threatening, they were scary, and they actually did something in this episode, you know. I did say before, they were only in the episodes, like, one episode ago, apart from Deep Breath, there were one episode ago, they were in an episode. And, you know, people saying the Daleks are being overused, and I totally agree. I did not want this episode to become an overuse of the Daleks, that the Daleks not being scary, the Daleks not really doing much, but my god, they did something, they really did. This damaged Dalek, called Rusty, which is a really good name considering my cat's called Rusty. Rusty, don't turn into a Dalek, okay? Don't turn into a Dalek. Which is really cool. But this damaged Dalek that the Doctor names Rusty, he goes inside it and tries to make it good, and it's such an amazing journey. We get to see the antibodies inside the Dalek trying to kill some people, and actually one of the soldiers who actually dies goes over to heaven, and we get to see Missy again. So what my guess is, in every episode we're going to see a little glimpse of heaven for a character who dies, and then they're going to go to heaven. My only problem with seeing heaven in this episode was the character that went there we barely even saw. You know, she had no character development. She just decided to go into the Dalek with the Doctor, said a few lines, said a few things. Probably wasn't the best actor. I'm not saying that's wrong though, but she was still good. But, you know, and then she suddenly just went to heaven, and, you know, we were supposed to care about her a bit. But you didn't really, you know. Apart from that, all the soldiers I did kind of care about. Especially the one that's called Gun Girl, and there's also one who's called the Uncle, basically. Now, the visuals look amazing. We get to see some Daleks explode. We get to see some humans getting, like, electrocuted and seeing their skeletons and all that, like we usually do. We also get to see some clips from previous Dalek stories, the good ones and the bad ones, which was good because the Doctor's trying to make this Dalek turn good. And it's a really good scene where, like, you get to see the Dalek eye, and it's looking at the Doctor, and you get to see the Doctor staring at the Dalek, and it's like body, you know. It's really well done. It was fantastically directed by Ben, who also directed Deep Breath, which was done very well. It was so cinematic and very good. Some very good shots in there. I really did enjoy his directing a lot. I'm hoping he comes back. I don't think he comes back this series, but definitely I hope he comes back for Series 9 because he is a fantastic director. He knows what he's doing. So the solution is the Dalek actually gets to see inside the Doctor's mind, and he sees beauty and divinity, but he also sees hatred, like we saw in the teaser trailer, and the hatred to the Dalek. So that kind of turns the Dalek a bit evil against his own kind, and he decides to shoot all the other Daleks and take out that fleet. You know, and then at the end, the Dalek actually leaves to go back to his fleet. I'm pretty sure he goes back to his fleet and, like, pretend nothing happened. I'm not too sure. It doesn't really get explained that much there. The ending was a tad bit rushed. Not much, but it was a bit rushed. The chemistry between Doctor and Clara are fantastic. In this episode, they get to see a bit of banter going on together. Like, you know, Clara actually slaps the Doctor, you know, and we get to see some soldiers getting quite annoyed at him. He is definitely a Doctor who doesn't care as much as Matt Smith's Doctor would, you know. They're sitting in, like, parts of dead people, and he's fine about that. He just decides to move on, you know. So he's definitely looked like Matt Smith, but I think we definitely need a Doctor like this. And his acting was good in this episode, and he really did shine. So I reckon Phil Ford is a fantastic writer, right in the waters of Mars all the way back in the specials, which was just a fantastic episode. An episode loved by all the fans. Do I think this episode was better than Waters of Mars? No, not at all. But I definitely did enjoy it, and I enjoyed it probably a bit more than Deep Breath, actually. So, you know, I'm actually going to give this episode an 8.3, which is 8 3/4, because I really did enjoy it. Not as much as, you know, Waters of Mars, but definitely he is a fantastic writer. And Stephen Moffat co-writing with him just added more goodness. And, you know, just Great directing, great writers, good acting, good story. It was very well paced. Great to see Danny again. And you know, I'm really happy. I'm really happy with the way it's going at the moment. So next week we've got Robots of Shelby, and I will be back with another review. I've also done a reaction video to the Next Time trailer. And just let me know, guys, if you do want the topic videos. I didn't do the one this week because I ran out of time, but I want to know, do you guys really want it, or each week do you just want a review and like a reaction to the Next Time trailer? If you guys want that, I think that sounds a bit good. I think 2 videos a week of Doctor Who would be good, because if I put 3 on, you see, like, some people who come onto my channel, like, they don't really like it because there's only, like, Doctor Who on there. I want there to be other stuff as well, so I'm probably going to be only doing the review and the reaction to the Next Time trailer. But I have done the reaction to the Next Time trailer, and that will be up this week. And yeah, I'm looking forward to Robots of Sherwood. It might be good, it might be bad, it's Mark Addis, you never know. But thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Connor from The Life of Use, and I'll catch you guys later. What did you think of Into the Dalek? Please leave a comment in the section what you thought. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed it, and please subscribe for more reviews. I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye. So hey guys, just a little bonus thing at the end. My sister just came back from work, and you're never going to guess what she just bought me back. She brought me back a coffee. And when I went up to her, I said, "Where the hell have you been?" And she said, "It's not my fault, I got distracted." No, she didn't really. I just said, "Thank you so much for the coffee." That's a bit weird, isn't it? If you guys have seen Into the Dalek, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen Into the Dalek, I'm going to sound like an idiot right now. Anyway guys, I'll see you.